Today, I'd like to introduce an idea: creating an eGPU dock designed specifically for mini, micro, and tiny PCs. This eGPU dock is similar in size to a mini ITX PC build and has a dedicated space for these 1-liter PCs to easily slide into the eGPU case. This allows the whole setup to look like a mini ITX desktop PC, but it's still detachable so you can take your 1-liter tiny PC anywhere. When you come home, simply dock the mini PC and connect the eGPU using the Oculink port. You can then enjoy gameplay, video editing, or 3D design at home. This concept seems to be new to the current tech community, and it could provide a huge advantage for many tiny PC enthusiasts to boost PC performance, gameplay, and any GPU-intensive work with a very clean and easy setup. Now, a very affordable HP 800G4 that wasn't originally intended for gaming can perform Doom Eternal at over 120 frames per second with high graphics settings. Now, let's take a look at the hardware components I'll use to build this eGPU dock. For the eGPU Oculink adapter, I use the OQ P4V2 because it has an Oculink port right on the back, allowing me to design a 3D case for it. For the GPU, I chose the RTX 4060 from Gigabyte. This GPU has a dual fan design and is only 195 millimeters in length, which is great for this eGPU setup. Now, let's preview my 3D case design. The whole eGPU enclosure consists of only 3 parts, making it very easy to print and install. As you can see at the beginning of the video, you just slide the components into the case. It took about 12 hours to print a set of this case. Here's the main case shell. The case size is 104 millimeters by 200 millimeters by 230 millimeters. It seems the print object is not so good, and you can clearly see the lines with the black filament used. However, it's okay for me, and looks like it adds a unique texture to the case. This is the mainboard bracket. I will mount the Oculink board with this bracket and remove the original box of the adapter to save some space for this setup. And lastly, this is the GPU and PSU bracket. I made this bracket with a 3mm thickness and printed it with 100% infill using ABS. Since this bracket will hold the GPU directly, it needs to be more heat resistant. Now let's take out the Oculink board from its shell. Now let's embed the female threaded insert nuts into the 3D printed parts. 4 M3x3x5 for the board mounting screw holes, and 2 M3x5x5 for bracket mounting with the case. And we need 6 by M3x5x5 for the main case shell. If you have ever wondered why the printed parts fit together when assembled, it is because I use the SketchUp guide tool, not manual measurement. 3D printing prints precisely, so the parts will not be misaligned. Now let's install the Oculink board onto the bracket. And now let's install the PSU with the bracket. Since I want the eGPU setup to be as small as possible, I need to use a 90-degree angle PCIe adapter to make vertical mounting of the board possible. So now, let's install the GPU to the Oculink board. Now let's assemble the GPU and the PSU. Let's connect the 20-pin power cable to the Oculink board and connect the PCIe 8-pin to the GPU. Now let's slide the eGPU into the main case shell and secure it with the 6 screws. All right, now I have successfully set up a home dock for any micro or tiny PC. Instead of using a motherboard, CPU, and RAM to build a PC, I can now put a module 1-liter tiny PC into the eGPU case. Now, the micro PC home dock is equipped with an RTX 4068 gigabytes and can be docked with any mini, micro, or tiny PC from Dell, Lenovo, and HP. This setup would be very powerful with the newer PC models. But right now, I only have a few low-cost micro PCs. And yeah, they all fit into the new home. I've posted videos about how to install an M.2 Oculink port adapter on Dell Micro and HP mini PCs. So if you would like to learn more about this setup, please check the video link in the description. All right, now let's connect the PC with the eGPU using the Oculink cable. Now, we have a Gigabyte RTX 4060 installed in the PC. The GPU is running at PCIe 3.0 by 4, which provides 32 gigabits per second. This eGPU should be compatible with PCIe 4.0 by 4, which offers 64 gigabits per second with newer PC models. Now, let's run FirmArc to see the GPU temperature under full load. The GPU temperature is around 65 degrees Celsius, so it's great even without an extra fan setup for the case. Now let's test some gameplay. I will test all games with 1080p high graphics preset. So if you would like to know how the GPU performs with the eGPU setup running on PCIe 3.0 by 4 with a 35-watt CPU for the mini PC, you can check the afterburner graph on the right side of the screen. In conclusion, completing this project has been a rewarding journey into maximizing performance within a minimal footprint. By ingeniously integrating an external graphics processing unit, eGPU, with mini, micro, and tiny PCs from Dell, Lenovo, and HP, we've crafted a versatile and powerful home dock solution. One of the standout features of this build is its versatility. Instead of constructing a PC with a separate motherboard, CPU, and RAM, we integrated a module 1-liter tiny PC directly into the eGPU case. This approach not only saves space, but also streamlines the setup process. Upon testing, the GPU ran on PCIe 3.0 by 4, providing a substantial 32 gigabits per second. The design is forward compatible with PCIe 4.0 by 4, which means future upgrades could double the bandwidth to 64 gigabits per second with newer PC models. Running FirmArc, the GPU temperature stabilized around 65 degrees Celsius under full load, an impressive feat without additional case fans. Gameplay testing at 1080p high graphics presets showcased the system's capabilities. Even with a 35-watt CPU in our mini PC, performance remained robust. This project demonstrates how combining thoughtful design with advanced components can yield a powerful and compact computing solution. By repurposing existing hardware and embracing custom modifications, we've unlocked new potential for small form factor PCs. For those interested in delving deeper, I've shared videos detailing how to install M2 Oculink port adapters on Dell Micro and HP mini PCs. These resources offer step-by-step guidance and can be found via the links in the video description. Embarking on this build not only enhances computing capabilities, but also opens doors to future upgrades and customizations. It's a testament to what's possible when innovation meets practicality, creating a high-performance setup that's as efficient as it is compact.